Hola, lights out faithful, my amigos, if you will. We are so glad you're tuning into this episode, and we are so glad that we can let you know about another iconic tournament taking place on July 13th through the 14th. Smash Factor is back, or S Factor as they're going by now, in Mexico City at the World Trade Center. Registration is already open, so make sure you head over to Start GG to show them some support. And the event is free. There's like $50,000 USD up for grabs, so why wouldn't you want to be a part of that? You know, the whole Lights Out crew will definitely be pulling up to Mexico. Follow them on Smash Factor MX if you want to keep up to date with updates. And of course, check out their Twitch channel as well, Smash Factor Gaming. Going to be a lot of stuff there, not just Smash as well. Other traditional fighters will be gracing the screen along with in-person events that'll definitely leave you entertained. Hope to see you there. Thanks for watching. Ladies and gentlemen, episode 58 of Lights Out is here. And as per usual, light is out. We'll get to that in a minute. But listen, guys, I want you to know a lot of exciting things coming up, including, as you just saw, Smash Factor. Make sure you guys check out Smash Factor. It's going to be a hell of an event. And this episode, of course, is presented by our friends at Prize Picks. Like I always say, download the app and use code LIGHTSOUT for a deposit match of $100, chat, up to $100 of your hard-earned money, which you can make way more, and we'll cover that as well. And of course, subscribe to the channel. It's important. Subscribe, like, comment, all that stuff. Be interactive. Act as if we are your friends, because in many ways, we might be the only ones you got. I'm just keeping it real, you know what I'm saying? That's just how it is. And considering checking out the Patreon, because we got 2 new episodes up there right now, and we're recording some more content at MomoCon. So a lot of good stuff. But I want to welcome in Cosmos. I want to welcome in TK. And TK, thank you for, one, just hopping off a plane and then hopping onto the podcast. Super appreciate you being down for that. I'd like to explain real quick, if you guys don't mind, where is Light? Because inevitably people always ask, well, where's Light at? You know, how come he's not here? Let me tell you something right now, chat, and I'm going to put his ass on blast. What time was it? This called me at 10:15 a.m. in the morning, my time. He says, hey, Phil, what's up? I was like, how you doing, number 9? Because he got 9th at GOML. He was offended by this, by the way. It was very funny. So how you doing, number 9? He was like, oh, that's messed up. I was like, he's like, I want to let you know that I'm going to my local today to compete because I'm really hungry to win MomoCon, and I got the itch, and like I just want to keep playing. I want to keep grinding. I was like, that's dope. He's like, yeah, you should stream it actually. I was like, I'll stream it, sure. Do you know I checked the bracket? This ain't in the bracket. Nowhere to be found. Not a single man. Look at the bracket on screen. I put it on screen for a reason because I need y'all to know I'm not bullshitting. Where's his ass at?
A different bracket.
A different bracket?
I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. This is what he was talking about.Maybe he's not in Connecticut right now or something.
Listen,
I think he's lying, bro. That's I'm gonna call it like that.
He said he was home when I asked him too, because I was like, oh, you home and raised? Like, yeah, it's only an hour flight. He's like, I'm ready to
home where? He doesn't have a home.
Wow.
Oh,
That's problem number 1. He's obviously lying.
His place of residence that is not attached to a mailbox, I suppose.
That shit don't exist yet. Well, where is he at? Yeah, where in the world is Light? I guess is
last I checked, he was in his car, bro. So I don't know what you talking about.
Yeah, I was very disappointed at that, but that's the case right now, and it's all good. But we are going to talk about Gao and Sumibano and some other stuff later. There's something that happened, and I'm glad both of you guys were there because maybe you can give us like the firsthand experience if you saw it. You mind real quick if I play the footage for the people at home who might not have seen it? Just give me a second here.
Go ahead, bro.
Let me play the footage real quick. Here we go. Let me find it. Bada boom. Okay, here we go.
Risk it! Oh my gosh.
Play this footage real quick. This is H-Box.
1 minute.
This is H-Box clutching out and then assaulting a chair violently. Did you see that? Did you see that? Assaulting that chair. Good Lord. Good God, oh heaven. I think he smacked the TV too. Did you see this? Look at this. One more time, chat. One more time. One more chair. Innocent chair crumbled and destroyed. Annihilated, in fact. Did any of you guys witness that assault on the chair firsthand? H-Box, aka H-Hulk, smashing. Anybody see that live? Just curious.
I wasn't in the venue at the time. I actually apparently walked in right as the next set was gone, so I was like a minute or 2 late. But yeah, I got the clips and then everybody told me why it happened, and I was like, I don't think it mattered who he beat. I think that would have just happened anyway.
You think it was pre-planned,
bro?
You think it was
I
pre-planned?
think all of his pop-offs were pre-planned. I think that's like one of the best victories of beating H-Box is it's not only did you beat him, but it's a pop-off cancel. So like that's like really like that. If I was playing against H-Box, knowing that if I was a good enough player to be able to beat him, if I beat him and I knew that stopped something like that happening, I would feel doubly better. Like
That's
just,
fair.
not only did I win, but you don't get a clip out of this. So you know,
I mean, yeah, I wasn't there at the venue after.
Damn.
I didn't qualify for a top 8, but I definitely watched the stream and saw it. And I mean, I don't care that he did that. Like, I don't think it's a problem. Like, yeah, I can see like people kind of thinking that he's going over the top with his pop-offs, but we've known that this is what he's been about for basically his entire career. So like, at what point are you going to hop off his dick and just keep getting upset that he's going to be popping off like this at this point? He's gonna keep doing it. What's the problem if you saying anything or getting upset about it is not going to stop him from doing the pop-off? You just doing it, you getting upset about him doing the pop-off now is just basically farming interactions. That's what I feel like people are just doing at this point. So I mean, he can do what he wants. I think it's cool that he was very excited about winning the set, but people just need to hop off of him, bro.
I'm gonna keep it real. I found that pop off to be quite hilarious actually, because in my mind I'm like, this is just classic H-Box. But you know what comes along with classic H-Box? The will to criticize from the divided fan base at times. Saw a couple comments saying, "Oh, grown ass man, cringe box. When will it end?" I honestly don't understand what the big deal is. Now, I saw people make tweets about he's damaging property. I think he can get you $30 for the chair. We can take that off the table. Nobody's gonna be losing any sleep about that. Oh, it's the principle. If Johnny No Name did that, and he would get chastised and all this other things. Well, if you're on stage in a top 8 of a stacked melee tournament, there's a good chance you're not Johnny Nobody. So I don't think you'd get any flack regardless of that. Now, if you pop off because you went 1 and 2 in pools and you start breaking, people probably gonna side eye you, but it's not the end of the world. Now, H-Box claps back at an individual who said something about it, right? And I swear H-Box name searches himself. This guy's very funny.
100%.
I swear he 100% name searches himself, finds a tweet, quote tweets it and responds, "Suck my blank." Okay, you can fill in the blank yourself. We're a Nintendo friendly stream, okay? But he quote tweets and he says that, okay? Of course, the requisite, "Oh my God, you're sending your large fan base to attack me." And then, just it was just one of those things where it's just like, he's just trying to make an example out of somebody to show, I don't care what you think. Okay, that's basically what he's trying to do. I do think he might have picked the wrong person because, it's something you gotta, in my opinion, when you reply to people on Twitter, you gotta survey like if they have an actual place in the community or just like a bystander or whatever. But regardless of the fact, that's what he said, and he posted too a lot of content that showed that Luminosity thought it was hilarious. The GOML team thought it was hilarious. Everybody was okay. It's always the people who weren't actually there who have the problem. Were they?
I think that person was there, which makes it even worse because I think that's soft. Like,
were they on the were they on the team?
In what team?
Like on the production team. I'm talking about everybody who had a problem. Also, right? No, I don't know. I'm just talking about specific. It seemed like people just had a problem. With in general, not
you're talking about,
not just one specific person. I'm just talking about everybody seemed to have a problem with that. So I thought that was of note. You know what I mean? To the point. Hold on a second.
Let me find it.
By the way, check the group chat. But to the point where I think H-Box released a video addressing it. He released a couple of tweets addressing it, and I'm just thinking to myself, like, this is all because this threw a chair? Back in my day, I see people pop off, throw controllers, knock somebody in the head and give them a concussion. I'm not saying it's right, but I'm saying it's what I seen. It was right in front of me, okay? All this over a chair being thrown, multiple people in shambles. I just think this just goes to show the H-Box effect is real. Hulk smash, nothing on H-Box. Smashing a chair. It's my 2 cents.
I can't fully tell because I went to this person's tweet. I could have swore she said that she was or they were at GOML. But regardless, I feel like it's still a known person enough for like, yeah, I think I'm gonna agree with Cosmos that people just be on his dick for like just too much. Like I feel like yeah, there was definitely a little much, definitely a little overboard to be slamming chairs and stuff like this. And it was probably planned. I mean, that's been like a history of HBox and chairs. You know, he threw the one chair back, and then there was the like mini pop off that he did at like a Ludwig Invitational where it looked like he was gonna drop like throw the chair, but then he was like, oh well, hold on, like so
which is
like,
what he actually did right after he threw the chair. He picked it up again. He was like, nah. So I mean, yeah, it definitely was pre-planned. Honestly,
it's a content move for sure. And like, and I'm like, it's a little cringe. Yeah, bro. Like, I don't think I would catch myself doing something like that. But I don't think that HBox popping off like this is like it needs 30 think pieces on Twitter. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's the part that's pissing me off all the time. Why would we keep letting him get away with this type of behavior? He's not doing anything, bro. He's just slamming chairs, which is kind of stupid, but like, it's not hurting anybody except for himself, apparently. And it's just kind of cringe looking. That's all, bro. Like, that's now if he does end up hitting somebody, then that'd be kind of crazy. Like the man said, imagine showing HBox. You win that free. Like there's video evidence on that. But I think as of right now, HBox's pop-offs are getting a little excessive, and I'm not really a fan of them, but I don't think that this calls for the amount of backlash that I've been seeing from random people to be like, yeah, he's a terrible person because he's throwing chairs. Like, okay.
Now, did you also see this? I'm gonna briefly flash this on the screen, folks. Somebody said, one of the tweets was, someone needs to blank HBox and soon. Fear not. I have a contact. Do you know John Wick? What? First of all,
what did you be? Yeah, like what the? Christ. We just be tweeting whatever out here.
It's crazy to me that he would tweet that with a bio that says he's a TO and that he's going to Combo Breaker.
Mm-hmm.
Brother, what are we doing out here? Issues an apology, of course, but classic. Oh, I'm gonna tweet some head ass, lock my account, come back and apologize, bro. Why would you think? I guess it's because you think, well, my account is so tiny, no one's ever gonna see this anyway. Why in the world would you put that on display in the public anyway? This is an example.
Box.
Exactly. And you know what the crazy thing about HBox is? And this is a compliment box in case you watch. This is a compliment. He got goons named searching for him. You think HBox is doing that shit himself? He got goons doing that. They on the payroll, bro. They on the payroll doing that. I guarantee you. Tell me I'm wrong.
Probably done it a couple of times, but I bet money that as soon as that tweet hit the timeline, they got the text. HBox, they talking about you. Like, huh? So yeah, no, he's it doesn't matter how small your account is, bro. Like they gonna find it.
They're gonna find it and make it happen. So HBox yet again find themselves the center of some entertaining controversy, if you will. But you know what? If it really bothered you to the extent that you feel like you're losing some sleep, you know what I'm saying? You can't get over it. It's going to consume your life, your timeline, all that stuff. I understand, okay? I've been there. I've had things that have eaten me up inside. You know what I'm saying? Maybe not as head ass as this, but regardless, I've been there. You know what you need to do, though? Consider therapy. I'd like you to consider therapy. And our friends at BetterHelp, oh, they are here for you. Now, look, we all carry around different stressors, big or small. And when we keep them bottled up, it can start to affect us negatively. Therapy is a safe space to get things off your chest and figure out how to work through whatever is weighing you down. Now, me personally, I've never slammed some chairs, but I'll tell you what, I might have slammed my head against the wall because I was just like, I can't make it work. But you know what? BetterHelp was there for me, and they can be there for you too. If you're thinking about starting therapy, give BetterHelp a try. It's entirely online, designed to be convenient, flexible, suited for your schedule. Yeah, you! Just fill out the brief questionnaire and get matched with a licensed therapist and switch therapists at any time for no additional charge. No additional charge, Phil? Yeah, no additional charge. So get it off your chest with BetterHelp. Visit BetterHelp.com/lightsout today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp.com/lightsout. Get it off your chest. Unless you're Sydney Sweeney, then keep it tucked, baby.
All right.
All right. Fantastic.
All right.
Just let me make a note of that ad read right there. All right. Let's move on. TK. Now, specifically, I know you had something that you wanted to get off your chest too.
Oh, we said we were gonna do that later, but I'll talk a little bit about it.
I said we were gonna get to the fun stuff, TK. It doesn't get much more fun than that, if you ask me. I mean, I'm just throwing it out there. I mean, if you don't want to, we don't have to. Well, I just thought I'd just bring it up. You know what I'm saying?
All right, man.
Do you mind if I show the tweet?
Yeah, sure. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
here we go.
I don't even remember the tweet. What tweet are we talking about, bro?
I
I
got
don't
it,
know
man.
what he's talking about.
Don't worry, I got it. Mena RD tweeted, "Hey man," or tweeted, "Had a great time attending a Smash Major and support my boys. I wish there was a real tour for the game so I could justify competing in it. I miss Smash Bros." To which TK said, "I remember when there was a tour. 2 of them, actually." TK, what did you mean by that bold and brazen reply to Mena RD? Just curious, my friend.
I don't know if you saw what Minard said after that. He said he got pain in his chest just thinking about it. So he not only were we suffering, but he was suffering in solidarity, bro. That's my goat, bro. That's my goat.
That's a real one.
But I meant exactly what I said. Yeah, we lost a lot, and I think we got to stop as a community right now. I think there was like this downplay of like, oh, like, you know, Panda didn't do this much. We will build. That's just not true. It's not true. We're not gonna get back to where we were ever again. I can't imagine another company coming through and putting up that level of business, I guess, out there that Panda did. And it's crazy to see like the flip really of when it first came out, everything happened and everything got canceled and everyone was, oh yeah, bro, like good riddance, blah, blah, blah. And now, you know, tournaments are shutting down, event staffs are shutting down.
Straight up.
Pools or like prize pools are much smaller. The pay for commentary is definitely getting smaller. I've actually taken some lower rates while doing more work in the last few events.
That's the Riptide.
Damn.
That's the Riptide right there.
So
Cosmo, if you don't turn that goddamn Smash music down.
People jump the gun.
It's not me. I think someone's watching something in the back.
Is that not you? That's definitely not me. Oh yeah, that's the Cosmos house.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, no. So yeah, just I was sitting on it and like I feel like we just kind of been like silently sitting on it, but I'm tired of silently sitting on it, bro. My life is definitely worse 2 years from now,
Same.
removed from what happened. You know what I mean? Than where I was at now. And that's why you see me, you know, like branching out and stuff because real like I'm gonna be real with y'all, man. Like I'm jaded from the communities, like backlash to this to like where we're at now to like working for as long as I did to finally get something to like go well for me, and then immediately it gets shut down and there's like no turnaround for that, and
None.
only seems to be getting worse. Yeah, I'm jaded, bro. Like you know, I can't pretend as like I want to continuously go to these tournaments and be around these people. I love the game. That is never ever an issue. I love talking about Smash. I can talk about Smash all day, every day. But walking through a venue when a year and a half ago I walked through that same venue and it looked 10 times better, yeah, you can definitely notice the difference, bro.
I get it, bro. I was also on the forefront of that too. I got second place at Smash World Tour. You know how good that paycheck was? Jesus Christ, bro. I still think about that to this day.
Yeah, man. I think the worst part is that like I don't think anybody deserved to go down. Like I still feel bad for VG and like how things shook out with them. You know, it sucks that like we get all the way to the finish line and then you kind of get hit with the, hey, bro, like we can't run this. I don't know the full context of how that happened, but I think the next move definitely wasn't. Well, if we can't do it, y'all can't either.
They pressed the button.
Yeah, that's stupid.
Yeah, they pressed the button. And the reason why I'm the most upset.
Tell them. Air out the butt. Hold on. Where's my sound effects? Hold on. Where's my sound
I'll
effect?
admit the sound effect, bro.
Air out the block real quick. Hold on. Where's that? All right, go ahead.
The reason why I'm the most upset is because they've done nothing, bro. Nothing has happened. We took the biggest hit of all time, and then they was like, yeah, man, me too. Bow. And now we're all dead. For what, bro? For what? Damn. We used to be somebody, bro. We used to truly be somebody.
We was them guys for a while.
We was like that.
We was them guys for a while.
Push the guy off the bridge and then jump right after him is crazy. Like, Oh my God. So
Oh man,
yeah,
this
man.
is
You
depressing.
know, I've been sitting, you know, and like I told Gimmer himself, I was like, look, man, because we actually had like we're gonna have like a talk about it tomorrow. But I was like, look, bro, like, you know, I care about you. You're like a brother to me. But like, yeah, man, this did not help at all. Like
Yeah,
the
yeah.
the greater Smash community, like all suffered. You know, we lost you, which is big. We lost Panda, which is big. We lost BTS, which is big. And like, I mean, BTS is still kind of doing stuff, but there's no summits. Ludwig, that man said, I'm taking my money and going home. So I
Big love.
Where's that $1 million tournament?
I ain't seen another invitation on a bit. So yeah, it's just been a like a weird realization. I think GOML really put me in a different mood because I was there. That I met some annoying people that I didn't feel like being around, and I felt like the cost of me being there to have to deal with that did not add up. Like the money that I made at GOML did not add up for the experience that I had dealing with some annoying ass people, and I feel like they weren't that annoying before when I was getting 4 dishes.
Low key. I'm not
Anyway.
I'm not mad at you, bro. Listen, we all feel, you know, I'm always internally indebted to people who gave me a chance, you know what I'm saying? Even if at the beginning they didn't, you know, they didn't want to sign a brother because they didn't believe. But listen, nonetheless, I'm always grateful to those kind of people.
Yeah.
But at some point, the reels gotta be just laid out. You know what I'm saying? It ain't hate. It's just, you know, we you know, things have changed, man. That's the thing about the old days is they the old days.
It's
Well,
real talk. I mean, because like, look, bro, like, look how Xander even got or VG got to where it was, bro. You had 3 of the greatest casters in one region. You know what I mean?
Where's the
like,
lie? Where's the lie?
yo, 3 of the greatest casters in one region every Tuesday at your event. Of course, people are gonna tune in.
Yeah.
Like, are you real? Like that helped that grow a lot. And whilst they did help us grow a lot, because you gave me the platform to be able to become the greatest caster, you still benefited off my voice on multiple you know, sets, which gave you great clips, which gave you a lot of ad revenue on your videos because people were watching Xanadu every day. You know what I'm saying? And there was a lot we built together, but it just felt like all that building, like once it kind of like the other buildings started getting too big, they just hit the demolition button.
Boom. Right there. Bulldozed, splattered, obliterated. It is what it is, though. You know, at the end of the day, we move on because that's all we can do. So I hope you guys are moving on with us. But we'll leave that topic there for now. I do want to talk about something positive to bring up, and let me bring it up on the screen real quick. All right, let's see if we can get that up there. Okay, guys, take a look at this real quick. Do you see that? Do you see what I see? That is Mars getting sponsored by Luminosity. Little snippet from here. Now, this right here cracked me up. Because I couldn't you must have thought I wrote the script for this one. MK Leo as the alien.
That was crazy.
The Hispanic guy is the alien.
Absolutely crazy.
Now, surely, you might think to yourself, this has EE's fingerprints all over it. I wasn't that guy.
Someone was definitely snickering when they were editing that specific scene.
Big Phil wasn't at GOML, so I can't claim any part of that one. But yeah, man, you know, I say the quiet part out loud. But what did you guys think about Mars joining LG?
I reserve judgment, as you know why.
Fair.
It was expected. Like it just does feel like Luminosity is trying to pick up from where Panda Global left off, but also not trying to do everything that Panda Global did.
Interesting.
That's a W.
So it's just not surprising.
I think LG is and listen, and because some people were like, "Oh man, I'm surprised Zamba didn't get picked up." Zamba, love the guy. His ass don't do no content like that. Mars is a content machine. Room with this guy. We've discussed content ideas. He loves making content. I think LG made a great investment with Mars. Throwing it out there. I think that I'm glad that they were able to come up with a creative way to introduce him. And a lot of people might have caught my hint last Lights Out, where I was like, yeah, he might be there for a reason. You know what I'm saying? Turned out I knew what I was talking about. TK?
Yeah, I bet money you wasn't in that in them business meetings pitching for me like that.
That's crazy.
Not real,
Listen.
bro.
Ask Zach in group chats. We were both like, TK's right there. You're just throwing it out there. Throwing it out there.
Yeah, I'm just,
Look. You're big Paragon now anyway because you do the tech and the fighting games. Kind of more on brand, low key. Am I wrong? What?
He really tried to do that, bro. It's been like 2 years. Like y'all been sponsored for a good year and a half before I got picked up. So I don't want to hear it, bro. What happened in those 2 years, bro? Where I was just big vibing, like what happened to me? It's cool though. I still think LG is a net positive for the community.
Definitely.
There were some people that I met last year that definitely did not talk to me this year. So I was like, come on, man, don't do that. Don't do that.
Don't be brand new on the timeline. Come on now.
Don't do that. I think my real issue is that if anybody had ever reached out and just told me why, I would have been fine. Because I can't, as a person and as an entity, I can't grow if I don't know what the issue is. Otherwise, you start getting paranoid. You start, all right, am I just blacklisted for some reason? Like, what happened here? You know what I'm saying? So I asked the question, and it could be any answer. I could have been like, yo, Alex, you know what I mean? How come you ain't feel like picking me up? Well, personally, TK, I hate you. Hey, you know what? That's real, man. And then we shake hands and go our separate ways, bro. I would have been totally fine with that. I don't think that's why.
I'll tell you why.
I don't think that's why. But yeah, I'm very much a fan of people actually giving it to me straight. So then I'm like, all right, word, man. I'm gonna work on that.
I'm gonna tell you why. It's easy, okay? What do we live in these crazy times? We live in these crazy times where you got Indiana Jones is because they're trying to replace Indiana Jones.
What?
Let me finish. Hold on. Let me cook, Kings. Let me cook. We got these crazy times. Okay, you got Indiana Jones. They trying to gender swap Indiana Jones. Okay, you got the new Assassin's Creed. We done inserted a there. I was born in Japan. Why don't you give me a samurai sword? Okay, I could play that role too. It's crazy times we live in. So it makes sense. We got a diversity quota to hit. Think about it. Meister, MKLeo, Sonics, lot in common right there. At one point, Big D. But they was like, well, we got two. Well, hold on. That's, we already got a white male on there. Big D had to go. Fine. I get it. We got Tweek. Makes sense. Okay. But now they got Coney, who claims he's, whatever, Italian. It's the same thing, buddy. But the Italian stallion Coney, you got my black ass. It makes sense that they're comfortable enough to say, okay, we can sneak another white guy in here, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, no, that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? It's time. The problem was, TK, the problem was you're not white. You're actually black at the wrong time. The slots were filled. That's it. It's that simple.
True. I'm getting oppressed again.
It's true. Hey, hey, you idiots! Monetization. What are you doing?
People not paying rent.
What the hell is going on?
I can't be replaced now. No, I'm actually where I'm at now is good. As Phil said, I'm on a really big tech and grind.
Casually talks over
really gone.
Cosmos's corpse. Continue.
Yeah, bro. Anyway, hey, you know what? I said I was gonna replace Cosmos one way or another. That was me sitting the hit, bro. That's all.
Yeah, oh God.
Hit, bro.
Cosmos?
Oh no. What is going on, bro?
All right, he's committed to the bit. I appreciate that, but please come back into the call. You absolutely.
But yeah, as I said, I'm in a good spot. I think LG's, they got a solid bang up team. I think picking up Mars is actually, God, like Mars is a great person, straight up. Just like that.
We love Mars.
I love Mars, bro. That's one of my favorite people in the community, bro. So I'm glad that he's, doing well as well. I think, just right now, man, there's just a lot going on, I think, at once that is bro, it's just the jadedness. I need a reset. I need a reset or something, bro.
Hey, there he is.
I've been resurrected.
Right,
he gave me 1 extra day to pay for rent.
Okay.
He must be a mercy main to bring it back like that. I love it. Okay, cool. Awesome. Well, gentlemen, I do, all jokes aside, obviously, shouts to LG for sponsoring Mars. That's awesome.
Yep.
Definitely wanted to bring up another thing. This is completely unrelated to Smash, but I thought this was so sick. I wanted to bring it kind of like to everybody's attention. So you tell me, did you guys see the Multiverses trailer? Please tell me you saw that. Bro, this game...
That's what I'm on now.
This game looks like gas. Like, they were doing some cringe-ass marketing at the beginning, but this game looks like gas. Mr. Smith and Jason Voorhees, along with the Joker? Are you kidding me? Tell me that's not an iconic shot, guys. That looks insane.
And that's the craziest part too, bro. They have these IPs. We're finally getting IPs for I care about, bro. Like, you came through with the double whammy of the Gremlins and thought, yeah, this is gonna be the one. No, but now we're getting IPs I care. We got Jason Voorhees, we got Mr. Smith.
Yep.
I know the Powerpuff Girls are on the way. We just got the Joker as well. Like, the banana thing, I don't really care too much about, but I know some people do, so I'm happy for y'all. Like, that's just
Sent
wasn't
me a banana, bro. Multiverse has sent me a banana.
I saw that banana too. You let that. How old did you let that thing get? Oh, rusty.
I didn't even know when I got it. They were like, "Yo, we gonna send you something. This shit gonna be crazy." Banana.
Oh, yeah.
That's it.
Well, I'll tell you.
Like, am I supposed to eat this?
I'm gonna show people real quick. You might want to save this banana. Your ass might have to make it eat. You're not gonna be paying rent. You might eat that. That might have to be your meal right there, Cosmos. Go ahead.
I was just confused, but I mean, I guess Banana Guy is like the Piranha Plant of Smash Ultimate, like the joke character, which is fair because they definitely obviously have a bunch of other IPs that they could put in the game that are more likable, but you always have to add some kind of joke character for a fighting game.
Yeah,
the joke was the Gremlins, bro. That was the joke, greatest joke of all time.
That's
we're done.
What
we did it.
Too,
like,
yeah.
let's.
I kind of thought that too, TK. I was in the same
out of here.
But
it sucks too because those characters are actually like Gizmo was actually kind of fun to play, but I could not imagine myself. That was the one with the popcorn.
Oh yeah. The pre-evolution, if you will. Yeah.
Oh yeah, and so whenever Gizmo, he was mad fun to play, but I couldn't imagine myself, but like, sometimes you got to really think about like the conversation you have when someone says, "Yo, who do you main?" and you say Gizmo, loser ass, loser ass, bro. Man.
That trailer was really good. Love the introduction. I thought there were some Easter eggs too. People pointed out like there's a Robin Easter egg, a Raven Easter egg, Samurai Jack, Powerpuff Girls again, Dexter's Laboratory. Like, there were a lot of cool Easter eggs that they snuck in there. So really happy for the Multiverses team, especially Ajax and the Cat, who are from our community and making real big strides over there. So can't wait for the game to launch, man. I think it's like the 8 days, like 8 or 9 days away from launch. Yep. So we will be playing for sure. So hope you guys feel that way. This is a complete just shout out, by the way. They didn't pay us for this.
It's right when we come back, right? Yeah. Like, y'all come back from Combo Breaker, and it's time to game, bro.
Somebody knew. Somebody was like, let's plan it like this. So good marketing on that part. I will, because probably rely on the community being very heavily involved. One thing I wish we could have been involved with, gentlemen. Can we talk about? Well, I promise nothing bad. Can we talk about that? Can we talk about that SmashCon rebrand?
Oh,
that new name.
The what rebrand?
I'm sorry, Supernova.
Oh, I got you.
SmashCon is now Supernova in their official statement. They explain they'll be changing their name from Super SmashCon to Supernova. Which, on its head, I didn't think was like a bad thing. Because I actually like the logo a lot.
It looks cool.
I think the logo looks cool. The name apparently was like an issue for another startup company that was like, hey, we actually went with this too when we came out with, like, I don't know, I didn't read the whole statement, like 2 months ago or something like that.
Oh, I can tell you.
Oh, yeah. Do you have the tea? Because I would love to know about it.
Oh yeah, no. So Supernova is actually a little regional, also in Nova.
Okay.
But it was fighting game regional, so they were like, it was like Supernova FGC. So like when you type in Supernova or whatever, like that's what shows up and whatever. So when Supernova came through, they were like, there was a whole statement about it, but they actually put a statement out to be like, hey, like, we don't think y'all did this on purpose or whatever. But the statements basically was like, for those aware, Supernova is a grassroots FGC regional in Ruckersville, Virginia. I don't know where that is, but I'm sure it's
sounds like we're not welcome there. I'll tell you that much.
Ruckersville.
Man, they
sure.
both in Virginia too. That's crazy.
Yeah, so we had our first event on April 13th with over 100 attendees and are currently planning our second. Our end goal is to create a tournament that encompasses all of Virginia FGC. So they said it was a play on the term Nova because, Northern Virginia. It was like, okay, cool. This makes Smash On's decision very frustrating because they didn't contact us or whatever. Now, this is my issue with them being mad about this is that, like, it's implied the way that they're saying it. It feels implied that they think that like, SmashCon watched this 100-man tournament and was like, yeah, we're going to steal that. Like,
give me that.
I was like, that's just not what happened. I think two people came up with the idea of Supernova. I think SmashCon probably could have done a little more research to maybe find out if that was a thing before, but they also might have had this name well before April 13th. You know what I mean? It's literally May 20th. Like it's not that long ago. And I couldn't imagine they like woke up that day and made Supernova and then put that tweet out all at once. So while I do feel for the FGC Supernova, I feel like this was another thing that just kind of got blown out of proportion. Apparently SmashCon is talking to them, so maybe there will be a good resolution at the end of this. But I was seeing a lot of quote tweets like, y'all, that's crazy. Y'all over here dunking on small events. Like they did it on purpose. Like I don't like that. People just want to villainize all the time. And I don't believe that they were doing that on purpose.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you anymore. And we've been going to SmashCon since 2015. So we really been in it like that. So I personally, it sucks to see the name have to change, but I thought Supernova, it's all right. Maybe it'll become Mega Nova, just as a, I think they want to keep the super though in the name. That's the only thing they probably can't keep. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what's going on with that, but I do know it wasn't done in malice or on purpose. And you got to kind of think too, like, this is probably not something that they just did on the fly. This was one of several names that have probably been like in the circulation for probably like for a while now. You know what I mean? So let's not act like this was like some intentional, let's steal this. Stop it, okay? Just stop it, okay? But looking forward to SmashCon. Gonna be a dope ass event for sure. We already all know that.
I'm just imagining Justin now on a call, like he was watching it on a side stream and he was like
just furrowing his brow, like
hey bro, I'm watching this little ass tournament Supernova. We gonna take that though. Well, they don't need that. We gonna take that. Like, yo, what the hell?
Making calls like Diddy. Don't do that. Oh, don't do that. By the way, we condemn everything. Condemn. We condemn everything.
We condemn condoning them. I mean, that's
yes,
true.
Yes. That's what we condemn. Sean, P. Diddy, Puff Daddy Combs, shameful. Forget putting you under the jail. They need to put you in a ring with Tank from Baltimore, boy, and light you up. That's what they need to come up with creative punishments again. That's what you need to do. That's what honestly this FGC owner and Justin from SmashCon should do. Just settle that shit in the ring, bro. I'm sure Ludwig would love to stream that. All right, let's move on though. Let's talk about another event. Okay, the event of the hour, the main event that I know you all have been eager to hear us talk about. GOML, baby. GOML was hype. Both of you guys were in attendance for that event. And it was won by the homie Tweek of Tweek Talk. So shout out to them. I'm sure it's going to be a banger episode when they discuss that. But Tweek got first Sonics. Once again, the bridesmaid getting second place, runner-up. Riddles represent for Canada getting third place. Onan in fourth. Syrup in fifth, along with Big D, who got quite the gifted bracket, if you have. Anyway, MK Leo, the GOAT, with seventh place, and Siski representing Europe with seventh as well. So really, really great event. Tweek definitely showed up to nobody's surprise. What were your guys' takeaways from this, man? Definitely a top 8 that I would say surprised a couple of people. There were a couple of names there I thought would actually be present in the top 8. Light, Cola, Cosmos was right there as well. There was a couple of names for sure. Even Mars at a point was cooking, looking like he might do it, man. But thoughts on the top 8? TK, I'll start with you since you commentated half of it.
Is Cola performing like that? What did he?
Cola got 25th.
He got 25th.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I don't think he's been like really hitting like that lately. I like a Cola run. I'm gonna be real. I mean, like I'm gonna be real. If Cola's in the top 8, it's probably a better time. And I was like, I don't think he was even close to that top 8. But anyway,
It was not.
the top 8, it was good until it wasn't. I think it's the best way to put it, bro. Like the first like 3 matches were lit. I think the Riddles versus Big D match was sick. I thought that was going to go totally a different way, but that was a great match. Tweek dismantling Syrup, that was pretty cool. I mean, Tweek just played, all of his matches were phenomenal. And then, but like, yeah, it wasn't even like because there's 2 Steves, it's just the style of Steve. Like Onan really be camping, like he really be chilling, you know what I mean? So there's just a lot of times where there's just not really much action going on the screen. And then starting off with what Onan and Siski, bro, like that was I was like, y'all hate me. That's what but overall it was a little more interesting than I thought it would be, for sure. You know, Leo, I always want a Leo run, but unfortunately wasn't able to make it happen. Leo was definitely Mr. Game 5 for a lot of his bracket run, though, so it was nice to see. Just unfortunately, he got absolutely dismantled on that last Game 5, man. Geez, I think it was a 3 stock. Yeah, he got bodied.
Yeah, he got handled by Sonics and that, but he did take him to Game 5 with all Joker. Which was hype.
And that was cool. So seeing the Joker back was lit, but I think overall, I mean, like I still like the top 8. Just so you know, it's not even that like. It's less about the characters and just more about the frequency that I see that character now. So like we do a lot of top 8s, top 4s.
Yeah.
Therefore, I see a lot of Steve, a lot of Sonics, and a lot of Game & Watch if Mia's around. And so yeah, after just almost a year and a half straight of that, like I don't care who you are, it's just gonna start to wear on you, bro. You know what I mean? So I'm doing my best. I still enjoy the game, as I said. I try to bring the hype when it's time to bring the hype. But when people be like, yo, don't feel like you really care anymore. It's not that I don't care. It's the same thing over and over and over, bro. Like I can only say the same things about the same people all the time. Say it was like back in the day when grand finals was always Boss versus Pink Fresh. Like there's only so many things I can say about Boss versus Pink Fresh.
That's
every
real,
Tuesday.
Bro. That's real. And I want to point out, I know what you and Rod did going first, by the way. You niggas ain't slick.
No, that was not. No,
you niggas ain't slick.
No, listen, you were in the chat when we formulated that plan, bro. You saw what we got there. We didn't even go to the boat, bro. Like, we actually didn't. Well, no, wait, no, that's not true. We did go to the boat, but we got on the boat. Rod, as soon as he got on the boat, was like, I'm not feeling the boat. I went downstairs. I came back upstairs. I said, I'm not feeling the boat. And then we left the boat. So
fair.
Tubbs can tell you, bro. He took us. We went out to King Street, bro. We was out.
Okay, so you found something a little more entertaining to do after you escaped the top 8. I got you. No, that's fair. That's fair. Now, look, I know a lot of people probably would have put their money on Sonics to win that tournament. Okay, even from the losers bracket, it was. Well, I'm just saying it was projected.
He's been getting second every other tournament.
I'm just saying it was projected. We know that he was able to handle Tweek the last encounter they had. A lot of people were willing to bet on Sonics. But are you willing to bet on yourself? Guys, I want to talk to you a little bit about my friends at Prize Picks, America's #1 fantasy sports betting app with more than 5 million members. It's the most fun and exciting way to get on any action while you watch your favorite sports and players. You just pick more or less than 2 or more player stats for a shot that went up to $100 in your cash prize. Thinking, oh, Phil, that doesn't happen. It happened to me. I bet on the Mavs in Game 6, and what happened? I made $200. Don't tell me May is in a huge month, and esports is included in that. Cash in all on the exciting esports action this spring, including Counter-Strike, League of Legends, mid-season invitationals, all that good stuff, Smash included. I'm testing my skills on Prize Picks daily this season because it's the most exciting way to play my daily seed fantasy esports. If you got the skills, you can turn that $100 into something big. I'm trying to tell you. So guys, make sure you download the app today and use code LIGHTSOUT for your first deposit match of up to $100, 100 big ones. Pick more, pick less. It's that easy with my friends at Prize Picks. Thank you very much. Now, with that said, Cosmos competed in GOML. Well done. Got a big win over. By the way, Cosmos, I want to shout you out for just having a phenomenal weekend overall. You won the GOML pre-local, second in doubles with Light, 9th in the main bracket. So clearly, the pre-local curse didn't apply to you, okay? Because you still got 9th place. Sensational.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yep. Outplaced your seed considerably, because I think you were like seed 20 or 22. End up in 9th place. Great job. Big win on Lima, too. I was proud of you. I watched you clutch that out. It was Siski, though, who ended up halting your run and putting you out. I'd like to talk to you a little bit about what you found difficult about playing Siski, because you've had so much success against Icy Miss, but Siski was a different beast. Like, what were the differences there that inevitably stopped you from getting that top 8, even though you had a great performance nonetheless?
I mean, I think overall, one of the bigger things is just like not really a Siski thing or a Samus thing. It's more of a me thing, and kind of having something like a sort of mental block. Because I feel like I've had 2 mental blocks in tournaments, which is like struggling to play well my first match on day 2 of singles, and then also struggling to play well in top 8 qualifier matches because I haven't made top 8 in a while. I've gotten like 9th place at the last 4 tournaments that I had to qualify for top 8 at. But like there was because obviously Siski is considerably better than Ice Mist. Ice Mist is obviously still very, very good, but Siski is making top 8s at these tournaments for a reason. But like as soon as the match started, he hit me once and got me to like 80 because he just always gets you to a platform and then covers the entire platform and then hits you 2 times afterwards, and all of Samus's attacks do a lot of damage. So I was not expecting him to have a punished game like that at all. So I feel like because of that, I felt like I had to overcompensate in my gameplay a little bit more, which is why I felt like I started playing a little bit faster, which is not what I was trying to do in the bracket. Obviously, when you saw me playing against Lima, I was playing slower in general, which is why I was able to pull out that set. Because even when I was down, I was still playing pretty slow. And at some point, people are going to run at you, and it's hard to run at Aegis. Even a Samus player will run at you, and it's hard to run at Aegis. That's kind of what I've been figuring out recently. But that's not the game plan that I went with against Siski, which is definitely why I started to struggle just throughout that set. The thing that I did want to talk about was that I think after playing Tweek that tournament, because I was pretty frustrated after playing Tweek because Tweek and I play in friendlies a lot, and it usually looks a lot better because I feel like I'm pretty good against the Diddy Kong matchup, and I'm just pretty good in general. So obviously he still usually wins more often than me. Sometimes there will be a day where I win more than him, but overall he probably wins like 60 to 70% of the matches more than me. But after playing that set against Tweek in winners quarters, it was very obvious to me that he was definitely just the best player in the entire room, which is why I'm not surprised that he won that tournament.
Huge praise.
Because something with Tweek is like he has on and off moments where whenever you see him play, he's either playing really fundamentally and very slow, or he's just playing with all of his tech skill on point. And sometimes you can see him trying to play with his tech skill because he's getting very frustrated, but he's also missing his tech skill. This tournament, he wasn't missing literally any input at all. He was getting all of his let's cancels, all of his banana regrabs, banana downers at let's. He was hitting literally everything. Yeah. So after playing him, it felt impossible to beat him. So I was surprised that Syrup took him to game 5. Obviously, it's Steve, and that's obviously a hard matchup for Diddy Kong too, but that also speaks to Tweek being able to beat Syrup, who I also think is definitely one of the best Steves right now, because I played him earlier. It was really hard to beat him. Light was playing him in friendlies in the VIP room, and Syrup was just washing Light for a good amount of it. At some point, they started going back and forth, but Syrup was definitely taking most of the games. But Syrup is definitely like one of the best Steves right now, which is obviously why he got top 8, beating The Buzz and somebody else pretty good, Shattuck, Shattuck is also very good against Steve too.
Yeah, he got 13th actually. That was a surprise.
So the fact that Tweek was able to beat Syrup and beat him convincingly in the games that he won, it was just obvious that Tweek was the best player in the room that tournament. So I was pretty frustrated after that, and I do think that definitely translated into my next set with Siski because I didn't have too much time to play or to wait after my next set. But I feel like I definitely shouldn't have been upset because sometimes there's just that one tournament where there's one player that's just on it and you can't slow them down. That was just Tweek that entire tournament.
That's fair. I mean, when they're gassed, they're gassed. Like nobody can dispute that. And you know, TK, I think you were on commentary for that game, game 5 it went to with Syrup when he had to play him in winter semis. Dude, I saw the crowd for that. Like there was a cool crowd shot of it and they were going crazy. Like, and there was a couple choke jobs from Tweek. Like he had a couple leads and then he let it get away from him. And that's what inevitably led to the game 5. But nonetheless, he was playing out of his mind. Were you surprised that Tweek made it to winners finals or won the tournament in general? Thoughts? He was jamming it.
Proud
Proud
I
of
don't think
him.
I was surprised for the same reason that Cosmos was not surprised. Like, man, I sat back there. They were back there playing friendlies and whatnot, and I was watching him play, and it seemed like he was on point. And then when I watched his first match, Tweek he was on it. He didn't second guess himself. You know, there's always that moment where like Tweek will lose one or something, and you're like, all right, man, is that Sephiroth coming out or not?
Yeah, right.
And,
I'd be like,
you know, but no, he kept it full Diddy. No Diddy, but you know, full Diddy.
True.
He kept it, kept it up. Diddy Kong, sorry. Let me go ahead and gotta say the whole thing now, you know what I'm saying? But he kept it full Diddy Kong, and that worked out. I think as I was watching, I was like, yeah, pretty much a lot of his gameplay. I think there was a couple of times where I feel like normally Tweek in like a very high pressure situation may have picked like the wrong option. He would like rolled out the corner or like monkey flipped at the wrong time. There's a lot of situations where like Syrup will have the anvil set up on a block, so you have to hold that pressure and then also like not roll in so you don't get F smash or something like that. And he always played it correctly. Like he was very good at like getting out of very like sticky situations that probably could have ended in stocks if he wasn't.
Sure.
So yeah, I mean, Tweek was just on. He was literally just on.
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't agree more, man. As soon as he won, I texted him, "Hey, man, great job. I'm so proud of you. Like, I'm so proud of you." And see what happens when you treat your woman right. Take notes, Mr. Combs. Anyway, I was very, very proud of him for sure. And that's all there is to it. Like when Tweek is on, and Light said it here on the podcast himself, he's like he could be the best player in the world when he is on. He certainly was at GOML, so congratulations to him. Congratulations to you too, Cosmos, almost there, 9th place, tied with Light, who also got 9th place. Due to what I describe as some blatant biased rigging of the bracket to put Light into Big D's path. Though Big
I
D,
believe it too.
Yo, I actually have a funny story about that.
I'd love to hear it, Mr. Big D taking out Light, taking out Leo, even though Leo choked that game 4. I couldn't believe the GOAT choked that game 4. Don't want to get into that right now. Tell your funny story about
it was funny because Light was upset that he got seeded into Big D because he feels like it always happens whenever Big D is at like a major tournament. And then when we were playing doubles, Max came up to us and like just started chilling with us. And then he just randomly said, "Oh yeah, by the way, I'm sorry. We like tried to give you Sonics, so we gave you Sonics, but we actually didn't even realize that it was gonna give you Big D to get to Sonics." So we were like, so regardless of the way you put it, it's bracket collusion. It doesn't make it feel any better.
That's a strong word. I wouldn't say collusion.
Yeah, no, it's not collusion because obviously you don't want like repeat matches, and stuff like that. But it is funny that to have them play, it made it to where Light had to play Big D, and it's like, are you gonna change it? At what point do you feel like you have to change bracket for something like that? I don't think something like that should be changed, but it still sucks that happens.
I mean, I'll be honest, it wouldn't have mattered anyway. Sonics kicked his ass in losers bracket. Can we talk about?
Yeah, that's true. Actually, it didn't matter.
Beat the shit out of my boy. That's why I said his ass should have gone to that local tonight. I still don't know where he is.
Go practice, bro. Go practice. Time to go shooting in the gym again, bro. That's crazy.
Yeah, MomoCon's coming up, man. I don't know where Light is, but I do know GOML was a great event, and honorable mention shout outs to NA for defending home turf. Japan thought they was slick, sent they C team out. No, sir. See your way out the bracket, nigga. How about that? Neo 65th, Matanabe 13th, Kananabe. I don't even know what his ass got, but it won top 8. Don't try that again. The NA event, you come to this soil, NA Avengers. I was preaching about this last week or 2 weeks ago. I'm going to keep preaching it. The NA Avengers have assembled. They are getting their power together, and that trip to Japan is coming sooner rather than later. Next time you send your full forces here, you better send the ones that are actually high up on that list. I'm talking Cola, I'm talking Mia, I'm talking Snow, I'm talking Zach, I'm talking all them who can actually do some damage. Because you think your C team theme going, they beat Jogi Boo so bad they canceled the Jogi Boo Budokai.
I'm saying, bro, he was like, I don't want to do this no more, bro.
Bro said, he was on his phone checking for flight adjustments. That nigga wanted to go home. Do you hear me? Do you hear me? Don't do that again, Japan.
I won't lie though. I do think that the NA Avengers agenda has actually motivated a lot of Americans.
That's what I do. I motivate. I motivate.
I think because
Nick Fury,
Void
nigga,
and I
I
have
told
been
you.
playing. Void and I have been playing like almost every single day since that Japanese tournament. I know Light's very motivated because he doesn't like losing to Japan, and I've also been playing with Tweek too, and I feel like he's just also subtly, quietly motivated to, because obviously Tweek hasn't been to Japan ever. I think.
No,
And
he
I know
went.
He's
Didn't he go? Oh no, he was
I don't
gonna go
think-
one. He was gonna one time. This is when he was back. I'll tell the story.
he was there actually when Joker came out.
Was he?
Yeah,
'Cause
because like he went with all of us at Lost, but like
'cause
I don't think he went to any tournaments. Or
There
anything.
was a point where he was gonna go. It's back when him and Charles were on TSM, and he was gonna go over there for training for like 2 weeks before Genesis. And I think something happened. His family member got sick or something like that, and he couldn't go. And then Charles was like, "Damn, I mean, I still got the ticket. Do you think they'll still let me go?" I was like, "Chuck, you ain't gotta say nothing." Charles took his ass to Japan, had a good time.
I remember that actually.
Shout out to my man Chuck, ShamWow in the system like nobody's business. Come on now, Chuck.
Yeah,
Tell that story on
But-
Talk to You, Jim.
yeah. I do think that Tweek definitely wants to go to Japan, and also seeing like America get destroyed by Japan the last tournament definitely makes him want to go to Japan more.
Of course.
Which is also why he's been like practicing with people like me, and just he's also been grinding at the tournament too at GOML. So I'm pretty sure that agenda has definitely motivated. It's definitely motivated me, and I know it's motivated a lot of other people too. Like even Void is playing the game more often now, which is crazy.
His Rob is nasty too. He actually might compete in a couple of big tournaments coming up. I'm not gonna leak that too much, but the return of Void for real. Hey, I'm just saying, bro.
I want to hear that.
I'm just saying. The Rob is nice, bro.
It's nasty.
Check the clips. Check the clips.
I'm sure it's nasty. I just come on, man. Like, you know what? But Void, he's an execution demon, so I feel like he's probably getting some stuff done. So I'm down.
We love Void. We love Void. And we love you guys as well. And we hope you loved this episode of MomoCon. It was great. I do want to give a brief shout out.
Episode of what?
Huh?
MomoCon.
Episode of what?
I'm sorry. I was reading my run of show, and I guess it just overlapped to what I was gonna say. We'll be at.
All right, but wait, before you actually do all that, I need to say one more thing about GOML, bro.
Please.
Now, y'all didn't beat the allegations this time around, bro. I went to the venue on Friday. And you know, normally when it comes to like a Smash event, they always start talking about the smell and whatever. It usually ramps up, right? Because like over the course of the time, you know, less people will take showers or whatever. So I'm like, all right, by
Wasn't you this time, I can tell you that.
Tell him, Cosmos.
It was not Cosmos. I'll tell you that. I can
tell you that.
But I went down there, and like you know how GOML's laid out, right? So it's like all down in the basement.
Yeah, of the hotel.
When you come upstairs, it is a totally different atmosphere of air up there. It is a totally different atmosphere of air. So you are descending down into the madness for sure. And I was getting so pissed. On day one, I was like, I don't even want to be here no more, bro. Like, y'all got me like that on day one. Y'all are in the same hotel where the venue is. Go upstairs and take a shower, bro. Oh my God. And use deodorant, please.
Deodorant would
Oh man, I got a headache first day. Like, it was crazy. I didn't even have any blocks that day. I just went down there on Friday to go play tech and friendlies or casuals, and I played like 3 guys to like a first of 10, and then I immediately never went back downstairs till the next day, bro.
It was that bad, huh?
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Wow.
So yeah, get it together, Canada. Y'all got the free healthcare, but y'all not using free soap or something. Like, come on, man. Like,
that's rough.
Together, bro.
That's rough, guys. I did want to give a shout out before we actually ended up this episode. That was actually like an amazing ending too. But I did want to give another shout out before we end this episode to Sumibato. Is a tournament that happened in Japan. It was like an A tier. Raru won a really crazy grand finals over Kuru Panzu. The Rob went reset game 10. Absolute nail biter. I wanted to give a shout out. The other reason that tournament was so exciting to me is because the results were actually crazy. Doragimi ended up Doramigi, excuse me.
Mm-hmm. You're getting closer and closer every time, bro.
I'm doing my best. Well, his ass wasn't getting closer to top 8. They got 49th. They whooped his ass at that tournament. That was just unfortunate. He got 49th. Okay. Masa got 25th. The hero Akatsuki got 17th.
All right, now you're not
Hey, you
close.
gotta hit that one, bro. Hey, no, he gotta hit that
Come on,
one.
man.
Right? He gotta
Just
hit that one.
Don't play with me now. I said, don't play with me. Yoshidora and Mia both got 9th place. Okay. So some new combatants that were in the fray. Yoni, the Pichu, made up Shupi, the Falco, my boy Snow, Asimo, the Rob, Iki, or whatever, however you say the Peach Man. I'm saying the Rob as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Just a lot of TG got 17, but a lot of new names that got into that top 8, which you're probably thinking, well, how did Mia get 9th? Upset in pools by a brand new hero player. So he had to take out Dorgimi, TG, and other big names en route to getting 9th place. He would fall to the Pichu. Game 5 was actually crazy. So Japan just once again reinforcing the fact that they got hitters and killers over there that you don't even know about. So Japan results always make things hype. And I will always keep saying this, my Snow agenda. I want Snow in America. What do we have to do to make him come to Super Smash, Supernova? Whoa, take it easy. Big N, don't copyright me. What do we have to do to get him there? I want to know because I want to see him there. But I hope we see you guys next weekend or this weekend because TK will be at Combo Breaker. Me and Cosmos will be at MomoCon. It's going to be a lot of fun. If you see any of us, please come up. Please mingle with us. We love meeting people. We love chatting with you guys. And we hope you guys love this episode. So like, comment, subscribe. You know the vibes. Shout out to TK for being the perfect light skin replacement for that other light skin who's, well, we still don't know where his ass is, but it ain't in bracket. So we'll catch you next time. Peace.